Imagine being able to turn an old beat up iPhone into pure profit, or finding a deal online that everyone else scrolls past but you know is worth hundreds. That's the world of phone flipping. And today I'm going to show you everything that you need to know to get started. Phone flipping has literally changed my business. I've gone from repairing phones in my car and garage to building an entire business around it. But here's the thing, you don't actually need a fancy shop or loads of crazy equipment. You just need to know the process, and if you stick with me until the end of this video, you'll have a full step-by-step blueprint for flipping phones. From finding your first deal to actually pocketing that profit. I'll also be showing you this great tool that makes finding profitable deals 10 times easier. So if you're serious about making money with phone flipping, this is the video you need to watch all the way through. Let's get straight into it. So out of everything that you could flip, why phones? You could choose trainers, cars, collectibles. Why do I think that flipping phones is one of the best side hustles in the world right now? Well, first, you've got demand. Everybody needs a phone. It's not even optional anymore. If yours breaks, you don't just wait around, you replace it straight away. That means that there's always buyers out there. Second is supply. People upgrade their phone constantly. Literally every year or two, millions of phones hit the market. And most people have no idea what their old device is worth. They'll underprice it, list it badly, or just want quick cash. That's the opportunity. Third is margins. Unlike flipping cars where you need big money up front, you could start a phone flipping business with as little as 50 to 100 quid. It's one of the rare side hustles where you can literally snowball your profits over time from barely any input. The opportunity is massive, but the trick is spotting the right deals before anyone else does. And that's where things get interesting. Actually finding the deals is the most important part of phone flipping, because here's the truth. Anyone can buy and sell a phone, but if you don't get it at the right price, there's no profit left on the table. Most beginners start by scrolling endlessly through things like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, or wherever else you can buy phones. And yeah, you can definitely find bargains that way, but the problem is, by the time you spot one, it's already gone. You're competing against dozens of other buyers who are just as hungry as you are. The pros know this, and that's why they don't just sit refreshing all day. They use tools to give them a competitive edge. And this is where Marketplace Monitor app comes in. Honestly, this thing is a complete game changer. It scans listings in real time, sends you alerts the second something profitable pops up, and basically gives you a head start over everybody else. Instead of wasting hours hunting, the deals come straight to you. Let's say that I'm looking for an iPhone 12 under £200. Now normally I'd type it into Facebook, scroll through hundreds and hundreds of listings, sort by price, sort by newest to oldest, and hope that something new appears. But with Marketplace Monitor, I set the filter once and the app does the hard work for me. The second someone lists an iPhone 12 in my price range, my phone will buzz with an alert and I can literally be the first in line to message the seller. That speed is everything in flipping. Good deals don't sit around for hours, sometimes they're gone in minutes. I've had alerts where I've messaged the seller within 60 seconds, arranged a pickup and flipped that phone for £100 profit the exact same day. Without the app, I would have never been able to do that or seen that deal in time. It's not just iPhones either. You can track Samsungs, iPads, or even accessories like AirPods. Basically anything that people underprice on Marketplace. You set your own keywords, your own price limits, and the app will filter out the noise so only you see the deals worth acting on. So if you're trying to flip phones without Marketplace Monitor, you're playing blind. With it, you're flipping on easy mode. Faster, smarter, and way more profitable. Now that you know how to actually find those hidden deals, the next step is learning how to evaluate them. So, you've spotted the deal. Maybe it's a cheap iPhone 12, maybe it's a Galaxy S21. But before you rush off to buy it, you need to stop and ask, is it actually worth flipping? Because not every cheap phone is a good buy. Here are the key things I always check before I pull the trigger. First is condition. Is the screen cracked? Is the back smashed? Does it power on? A phone with minor cosmetic wear can still be profitable, but if it's completely dead and you don't know why, that's a big gamble. Beginners should stick to devices that at least turn on even if the screen or battery needs replacing. Second, you need to check if the phone is blocked or locked. Always ask for the IMEI number and run it through a checker like Checkmend before you go and see the phone. If the phone's reported lost or stolen or still linked to an iCloud account, it's basically a brick. No matter how cheap it looks, that's a paperweight. Don't skip this step. Third, know how much stuff costs to repair. If a replacement screen costs 70 quid and you're only saving £50 on the deal, that's no profit at all. Over time, you'll get to know the typical costs of things like batteries, screens, charging ports, and that's where experience pays off. But even as a beginner, a quick Google can tell you if it's worth it or not. Fourth, check the resale value. Look at what the same phone actually sells for, not just what people are listing it at. On eBay, filter to sold items and have a scroll through them. On Facebook Marketplace, see what's already been snapped up, and this will give you a real world value you can expect once you've fixed things up. Finally, you need to add it all together. The buying price, plus the repair costs, plus any accessories you need, minus the resale value. If there's not at least a 20 to 30% margin, it's time to walk away. Remember, it's better to miss one deal than to get stuck with dead stock. Once you've evaluated the deal and the numbers make sense, that's when you can pull the trigger. Buy smart and you'll never lose. Now let's talk about what happens after you've got the phone in your hands, from repairs to cleaning and flipping it back onto the market. So you've done the homework, the numbers make sense, and you've got the phone in your hands. Now this is the fun part, adding value to it so that you can flip it back onto the market for profit. The first step is simple but powerful, cleaning. Just wipe the phone down, remove stickers, polish the screen up, clean up the speaker mesh, the ear speaker, and make it look as presentable as possible. You'll be amazed at how much more a phone can sell for just because it looks cared for. Presentation is everything when buyers are scrolling through listings. Next is repairs. This is where you can really increase profit margins. A cracked screen, a weak battery, or a faulty charging port are all common issues and usually cheap to fix, comparing it to the bump in resale value. For example, a £50 screen replacement might add 150 quid to the resale price. Even if you're not a repair tech yourself, you can always outsource small fixes and still make a solid markup. Another pro tip is to bundle extras. A cheap case or a screen protector, or even just including a charging cable, can make your listing stand out compared to the others. Buyers like the feeling of getting a ready-to-use phone, and they'll happily pay a little bit extra for it. Finally, how you list the phone makes a huge difference. Take clear photos in good lighting, showing all angles, and write a clean, honest description. Mentioning any repairs or upgrades you've done to the phone builds trust with the buyer. Price it competitively based on the real market value, and usually you'll get offers within hours. And that's the flipping process in action. Clean, repair, present, and sell. Even if you get all of that right, there are still common mistakes that can kill your profits. So before we wrap this up, let's talk about what to avoid. Even experienced flippers make mistakes. These are the mistakes that can wipe out your profit if you're not careful. The biggest mistake is overpaying. If you get caught up in the excitement and ignore the numbers, you'll end up with a phone you can't profit on. Always do the math first, and if the margin isn't there, just walk away. Second mistake is ignoring locks and blocks. If a phone is iCloud locked or IMEI blocked, it's a paperweight. Always check before buying. It takes 2 minutes and saves you a world of pain. Third is underestimating repair costs. Beginners often think a screen is a screen, but parts vary in price and quality. If you don't factor that in, your profit disappears fast. Finally, poor listings. Blurry photos, vague descriptions, or not mentioning repairs you've done, that kills the trust. Buyers want clear, honest listings, and if you look shady, they're going to scroll straight past you. Avoid these mistakes, stick to the system I've shown you, and you'll not only make profits, you'll build a reputation that makes flipping even easier over time. Now let's wrap this up and I'll give you the full blueprint in one quick summary. Step 1. Understand the opportunity. Demand, supply, and profit margins make phones one of the best side hustles out there. Step 2. Find the deals. And that's where Marketplace Monitor gives you the edge. finding bargains in real time before anybody else. Step 3, evaluate. Check the condition, locks, repair costs, and the real resale value. Step 4, add value to it. Clean, repair, bundle extras, and present the phone properly. Step 5, sell smart. Take great photos, write clear listings, and price it right. Finally, step 6 is avoid the rookie mistakes that kill your profits. If you take nothing else from this video, remember this: the deals make or break flipping. Without Marketplace Monitor, you're always a step behind. With it, you're ahead of the game. So I dare you to go and try it out. Start small and build your flipping journey from there. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe for more flipping and repair content, and let me know in the comments what your first flip is going to be or what your first flip was. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.